I was in the land of coffee, old time there. I'm not forgotten. Look away, Dixieland. In Dixieland where I was born, and early on a frosty morning. Look away, Dixieland. And I wish I was in Dixie, hooray, hooray. In Dixie's land I'll take my stand and live and die in Dixie. Away, 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 I'm sad in Dixie. Away, 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 I'm sad in Dixie. Oh, Mrs. Mary William was a gay Dixie. Look away, Dixieland. And when he put his arms around her, smiled as fierce as a 40-pound. Look away, Dixieland. Then I wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. In Dixie's land I'll take my stand and live and die in Dixie. Away, 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 outside the Dixie. Away, 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 outside the Dixie. His face was sharp as a butcher's cleaver, but that did not seem to grieve. Look away, Dixieland. Now this is that gave the foolish heart. She died for the man that broke the heart. Look away, Dixieland. Then I wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray, in Dixie's land. Listen, we have a little song. It's a little bit of fun. We want you all to join in and have a crack with this one, because the song tells the story of the great resilient Irish people. You see, and the story is called "You'll Never Beat the Irish." Everybody, come! In 1167 they came to Ireland on the mains. They were followed by invasions, by conquest in the waves. The kings and queens of England made a land a battleground. They held the land by further field, poison, murder, and deceit. Stealing, Billy and the days, Duncan Diamond, Bugaboo, with away, Billy and all the Billy and the days. Then by the 15th century they held the clemency to the pale. The invaders were more Irish than the Irish that's a fail. But Beanie King called Henry's dick was bigger than his brain. Force of Reformation, confiscating use of you'll never be the Irish strong, no matter what you do.
Now that smells like some cowboy stew right there. That is. It is cold. It's like 29, so it is stew weather. I like stew. We grew up having it. It's one of the most basic things you can do. The more you cook, the better it is, because then you get what? Leftovers. And whoo, how I do love me some leftover stew. But first we're going to add all this liquid. You want to? Tomato sauce. Then we're going to have 3 cans of green chilies, because I do like some green chili. And I like some rotel too. So we're going to put that in there. Stewed tomatoes. Now I have 2½ cups of them baby carrots. Now you can buy them big long ones that Bugs Bunny eat, but take them longer to cook and you got to shave them. These are them little baby carrots and they get tender quicker. Last thing to get done in a pot of stew, the carrot. I got me one of them large Vidalia onions, and you're just cutting it up sort of like so. Can you see that? Because you dice an onion up and you put it in stew or you chop it too fine, you can't even taste it no more, much less can you see it in there. So we're going to dump that in there. I got 1 jalapeno diced. Leave the seeds in it because this is for town folk. If it was for country folk, I'd put like 4 of them in there. We'd heat it up a tad because it's cold weather. Red taters. I do love a red skin potato. I love to leave the peeling on them. You can use a russet, but don't be using one of them Yukon Golds because it's going to fall apart. We got about 8 potatoes in here, medium size. This is going to feed 8 to 10, but really you'll be wanting it for like 4 people. That way you can have it 2 or 3 days in a row. Come on over to my old Bertha and let's get to cooking. I done got me some hot water out here on old Bertha. I'm going to pour about that much. We may have to add some more after we get that meat to going in here, but we're going to give that a good stir. You can use beef broth if you would rather, or use them beef bouillon cubes. That was nearly what you call a blooper, Shan, because the cord nearly got hot, okay? If you quit, it's hung on your boot top there, sugar. There we go. Technical difficulties. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. I like that kind out of the jar, but if you got some you want to chop, put that in there too. Then we're going to brown us up some meat, Matt. You can substitute elk meat, deer meat, buffalo, but I like chunk meat in stew, not ground. It's cold, so I brought this old cast iron skillet, this 20 out here, and I pre-warmed it before I put it on this fire. I'm going to add just a little lubrication here. We're going to put about 3½ to 4 pounds of stew meat in there. These don't eat good, I promise. And you can tell, old Bertha's doing her job, she is. It won't take long to brown it up, but it's got to have a little seasoning. I'm going to use our original. And when you're looking for stew meat, a lot of times you can go straight into a butcher and tell them, hey, I need a little stew meat. They'll already have some cut. But I like to really cut my own out of a chuck roast, pretty good, or a rump roast. You can use a front shoulder clod. Just make sure you get good meat. Trim a lot of that fat off of it if it's got some on there, if you're doing your own. I just want to get this. So we're not cooking this meat fully through. We're just cooking it till it's good brown.
Goddamn cowboy stew.
What makes stew good? The longer it sits in that pot and simmers, the tender.
Now what in the hell makes a stew good? Longer it sits in that pot. Goddamn right.
This stew meat is about browned up the way I like it, and you can see it's all pretty brown, pretty even. And we're just going to scoop it right over here and put her in there and let the magic go behind it. Now, a lot of people are going to say be draining that juice off of it. Whoa, that's a cowboy sin right there. That's got some flavor in it. Put it all in there. There wasn't enough grease in there to hurt none of your arteries. Now, there's something I always like to do, and it's called checking the pot. Now, when I pull this up, ain't plenty to go around there. There's meat, there's carrots, there's onions, but I'm not a vegetarian, so there's going to be more of this in there than there's going to be anything else, I promise you. But give it a stir. Just make sure you think it looks proportionate to your tasting. I'm going to let this come to a good rolling boil till it really gets to cooking good. I'm talking rolling. Then I'm probably going to slide it down here on a little lower end of heat, and I want it just to simmer. Now you may have to add a little liquid to it as we go along. Just keep it where you got that same consistency we was looking at a while ago, because we'll thicken this broth right at the end if that's the way you like it. So we're going to get us something called a carrot, and see that thing will mash. It's ready to go. I like it this way, but if you want to thicken it, get you a little cold water in a measuring cup. Get you a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch, whatever it calls for on the little box. Mix it together. Slide this back over some heat. Get it to come back to a boil. Stir it in that cornstarch and water mixture. It'll thicken a little. There's a lot of days I sit here at this wagon and I watch them fellas ride out on old cold morning or old wet, foggy afternoon or something and just chill you to the bone. And I'm thinking, hey, I need to feed them fellas something that'll stick to their ribs but be hearty. You know, put a little goodness in their stomach and something that'll last. An old cowboy burn a lot of calories when he's out there tending the cow and doing bovine battles, so I'm gonna fix him some stew. You know, there's nothing better to me on a cold day than some stew and maybe cornbread. To me, there ain't nothing better to fend off the chill when them boys come back in. Been huddled up in that saddle all day. There ain't a lot of protection between here and the last barbed wire fence in North Dakota. So I'm gonna fix them something to stick to the ribs. God bless each and every one for coming by and seeing me and Shannon. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something.
Keep it going, boy. Ildera.
Cool, ain't it? Y'all want to take that chill off early? I got a traditional cowboy chili recipe and it is good. It's right here. You can tell we might be at different surroundings. We're up here at Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri, and fall is in the air. And when fall is falling or fails to fall, one of the two, I'm thinking about one thing most in particular. Cold weather is coming, and I need me some chili. There's so many different ways that people make every way in the world. This is probably a way that was in my family forever and ever, and that's sort of what I like to use. But when we talk about chili, we talk about chili meat. Now, a lot of people think that's ground meat, but traditional old chili meat was chunk meat, like chunked up roast, chunked up scrap meat, anything like that. Throw in a pot, cook it down till it's good and tender, then let's go to adding that stuff that makes it chili. Now, I've used pork, I've used deer, I've used elk, I've used moose. I have even tried some bear chili one time. Don't do it, folks. I didn't think too much of it when I was out there in the Gila. Today we're using 2 pounds of ground beef, certified Angus beef, 80-20 breed. Brown it up over on Old Bertha. Add the onions when the meat just starts to brown. Let it come to that good tender part where them onions is sort of translucent. Let's pull it off over at the fire and let's go to making chili. Let's start with that stuff called rotel. Now, don't get that confused with rotella motor. Oh, they do make such a thing. This is rotel chunky. It's diced tomatoes and green chilies. Now, we have drained it. We have. It takes 2 cans of them, and we're going to dump them in there. We're going to add a can of water. Pour right in there. Help me from getting self-confused. I like to put the stuff that I have used on the right from the left. Now, this is another big argument in the chili community around the world. beans or no beans. Now, I've had it both ways.
Gotta have
At home, we had less meat, more beans because we was poor. So I've always tended to put beans in there. And you can use any kind you want. I love a kidney bean in mine. Make a pot of pinto beans. Save some of that for the liver. Whatever you want to put in there, put them in there. 1 can of beans. Then we're going to go with some tomato sauce. Now, if you got a garden, you can blend this down on your own. Homemade, it's even better. But I ain't got no garden up here on the road. So we got a pretty good concoction going on right here now, I promise you. I'm going to give it just a little stir to get things sort of mixed up here. Chili got its name really from 2 reasons. It's good to eat it in chilly weather when it's cold, but also chili, the seasoning, chili, like chili pepper, chili hot, chili spice. And we're going to add some of that to it. Now, for years, this was my go-to ingredient, everything I made except chocolate cake, biscuits, and coffee. Chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. But today, I'm changing it up because it's finally here. Christmas came early. We got our green chili chipotle relish finally jarred up, and I'm going to add me some of it, folks. How much? I'd say about that much right there, which is probably nearly a half a cup. A good stir. Make sure everything is blended well. I have a taste here of this juice just to see what.
Fucking lurkers. Oh, he deleted his channel. Damn it. Oh, no more 40-day or 40-year-old virgin countdown. Son of a bitch. What the fuck did I do? Damn it. The hell are you lurkers looking at? The hell are you looking at? Huh? What the hell are you looking at, huh? Oh, what the hell are you looking at, huh? Oh, fuck, huh? What the hell are you looking at, huh? Fucking weirdos.
Hello, I am the tattoo artist. What tattoo would you like?
I'm not taking that down until someone comments.
Excellent choice. Black. The tattoo has been completed.